Oh, I'm actually using my my laptop camera. I hope nobody cares. Is that fine? It doesn't look as good. It's probably not that bad, right? It doesn't look that bad. Actually, let me see if I can adjust the quality of it. I could probably make it look even better. Well, I just made it really dark right there. Basic. It's kind of got like this VHS filter thing going on. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let me see who we got here tonight. Ian Thomas, hey now. Nuclear Fuzzin', hey now. Sam Thomason, hey now. Hey now, Joe. Jilly, hey now. Anthony's Horn Moore, hey now. Sean Sr., hey now. Just get stuck in your head all day. You talking about the Cat's Eye cover, huh? Jaden Christopher, hey now. Anthony's Horn Moore, hey now. Hey now. Film blogger Sam, hey now. Hollywood Jake Time Walker, hey now. Andrew L, hey now. Love the sweater. Oh, thank you. It's like so comfortable too. I wear it like I literally wear it it's so comfortable. I just love wearing it. I'd love it to death. Rock music forever. Hit the NWO theme. Rest in peace, Scott Hall. I know it, man. He hurt. He was hard to digest because you never thought the Outsiders were gonna go. Like, it's just sad. It really is sad. Oh, it's Rudy. Hey now. Hey now. Kaylin, what's up, brother? Hey now. Yeah. So do I need to adjust my picture right now, or is this good enough? I can set the webcam up and everything, but honestly, I just figured, what the hell? What the hell? I don't think I can do much with this camera. It's good enough. To hell with it. It's fine. It's fine. I can adjust. I can turn my brightness up on my my ring lights. Oh boy, that's too bright. Screw it. That's good enough. All right, everybody's saying it's fine. Good deal. Over here at CHH, we half-ass a lot of stuff. I've swapped to the bottles for now, guys. I don't know, something about the bottles I'm digging right now. Does anybody else prefer the bottles for their Cokes or Pepsis? I'm kind of digging the bottles. I don't know what to say. I'm digging it. So we're gonna hang out for about an hour, guys. Let's just bullshit, have a good time. It's good to. I'm trying to go a little bit earlier in the day sometimes because I got some people that live in different time zones. They can't always catch me when I go 11 o'clock at night and talk about all the crazy women updated or anything like that. Which we've done that on the show, and that was really fun. Just watch VFW based on your recent Blu-rays you should own video. I had a good time. That's awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Any new posters lately, asks Amity Har. Well, I got a new Blu-ray today. I got Amityville 1992. It's about time. It's about time. I actually really like this movie. Let's see. Any new posters lately? Not lately, Amity. Good question. I'm thinking about getting a Hellraiser 3 poster. I'm thinking about getting potentially a Darkman poster. I really love Darkman. That's one of my favorite Sam Raimi movies. What else am I thinking about getting? I don't know, man. You guys tell me. I'm always down to get a really cool poster because 9 times out of 10, Movie Poster Shop has it, and they're everything's the same price. It's not like they say this movie's harder to find, so we're going to charge you more. Everything's always like really well priced, so it's like whenever I want one, I just kind of get one. But I'm trying to let my posters actually stay in the frames for a while. Obviously, the Nightmare Wall has not been the nightmare wall hasn't moved at all. The nightmare wall has stayed the nightmare wall, and I don't plan on touching that. But right now I've got like a Return of the Living Dead thing going on over there, 1, 2, and 3, and I got all my mini Friday the 13th, which I'm still digging those. I love my mini Friday the 13th, and up there I've got Ghoulies 2, Return of the Living Dead UK, Return of the Living Dead 2 oddball poster with the nose on the zombie, Texas Chainsaw and Texas Chainsaw 2, Texas Chainsaw Next Generation, Halloween 2, Halloween 3. So I don't know. I'm thinking maybe soon we can get a little variety back there a little bit. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm still trying to get my hands on the new Pepsi Nitro Cold Brew cans. Thoughts on the Resident Evil series? Jonathan, that's a good question. I'm watching as I'm going along, man, and I'm having a decent time with the first 2. I had to stop during 3 for some reason, and I honestly have not gone back to it after a while. I don't know why. It's just one of those things. I'll have to dip back into it, but I enjoyed the first one. I remember when that Raccoon City came out, it was like so much hatred put on it, and I can't see that movie being that bad. I really can't. I just don't see how it's going to be that. It's a Resident Evil movie, for God's sake. So I don't know. I'll let you know when I get there, but I did enjoy 1 and 2 a lot. What's up, CHH? Will you make me a custom Halloween box? I'm retired from making custom Halloween boxes. I drink the glass bottles of soda only. I'll take a glass bottle too, quite frankly. Jilly says she appreciates the earlier live stream. Yeah, Jill, I figured, I figured because I know that you're, I think, like 2 or 3 hours ahead of me. So it's a little bit longer for you. Gonna be the Texas Chainsaw mug for a Pepsi. Where did you get your poster frames? I need to get one for my Kiss poster. Hey, Sam, I get my poster frames typically at Walmart. 27 by 40s are usually $16-17 a piece. So, that's where I go. You can get them at Hobby Lobby. Sometimes you can get them dirt cheap when they have their half off sales, marked down even lower than what they're supposed to be. But just check if you have 1 or 2 of those nearby. Go to Hobby Lobby first, get the price for it, then swing by Walmart and see what you can get, and then decide which the best price, which cheaper, that kind of thing. There's Nick grilling a filet mignon right now. Very nice, dude. I actually just had a couple. I usually eat a steak once a week. I know it's pricey, but like I can't help myself. I'm such a steak fan. We had what did we have? Ribeyes. I had 2 ribeyes. Sydney actually ate the majority of hers finally. I finally got it right. She's very picky. She likes it pink in the middle. But I've got it down to a science now. But that fillets are expensive too, man. But those are good cuts of meat. Jilly says, do you put these posters in the rest of your house or anywhere? The horror posters like this, Jill, not really. Like the wife, she's in charge of decorating. You know how it goes. She's in charge of decorating the rest of the house. She likes to have horror stuff. Like I need to post on Instagram my living room. She has got a ton of horror posters, but they're all old school. Dracula, Gilman, or Creature from Black Lagoon. She loves all that. She loves old school horror. So, and she loves that classic vintage Halloween stuff. Jill, I need to show you. You probably like some of it. But she's in charge of that. There is no Halloween or Friday the 13th posters in the living room. Just not allowed. I'm not allowed. I'll be skinned alive. What are your thoughts on The Strangers? Jonathan, great question. I like The Strangers, and I like The Strangers Pray at Night. You need a Ghoulies 1 poster. Austin, I have a Ghoulies poster, but it's a crappy print, and I could never bring myself to put it on the wall. I have a Ghoulies 2 up there, a mini, 11 by 17. There's Big Creepy. What's up, Big Creepy? Good evening, young fella. I'm gonna do this in Dead Pits. I'm gonna do this in Big Creepy's voice. I'm gonna try to. Good evening, young fella. I'm doing a taste test for Nitro tonight. It sounds so weird. Creamy pop balls. That was a horrible, horrible Big Creepy impression. But Creepy, I'm gonna have to watch that. I want to taste test the Nitro myself. Happy Sanjo, thank you for the $2 super duper chat. Amazing Laserdisc video. Never seen one in real life. Oh, you talking about the video I did yesterday? Thank you. And if you watch the end of the video, I actually showed a picture of a shot of my actual collection. So I have a ton. Man. It was funny. X is coming this week from Ty West. That's right. Castellar Garcia. Yes, I can't wait. I'm so excited to see anything Ty West does. Kaylin says, did you ever watch that open letter to CHH that Andrew posted? Care to comment? Oh yeah, he sent me a message whenever he made that. I was laughing. I have this guy I've watched for a long time. His name is James. He's a good kid. He's a good kid. And he used to do these things called open letters where he would like pretend he's talking to, I don't know, a professional wrestler or a movie star or whatever. And Drew really liked those. And so he did like a riff on that and did one about me and had James in the video, like he's writing down. So yeah, that was funny. That was really funny. Captain Halloween. Hey now. Dave Vanderhoff. Hey now. Oh, it's Rudy says, I enjoy my canned sodas. Yeah, I like cans too, but like I'm digging the bottles lately. I don't know. I'm just digging the bottles, man. What I love about Pepsi too is they remind me of Back to the Future. They're getting kind of, I love the tube shape, like that the bank, when you put those tubes in there and they go, they kind of get that Back to the Future vibe, that futuristic look. So I don't know. I like the bottles right now. Plus, I'm a Pepsi guy. I've always been a Pepsi guy. Born to be Red. Hey now, we're gonna be getting Garrett on the podcast soon. I'm excited about that, Garrett. I'm gonna get with you. I think we're doing the Jeepers Creepers guy this Sunday. The director for Jeepers Creepers Reborn, which I'm excited about. And then I think we're gonna get you in, man. I'm gonna get in touch with you. Oh, it's Rudy. Welcome to Raccoon City. It's a lot of fun. I don't get the hate. It's more horror than the previous movies. I remember just seeing a lot of people say it was garbage trash. And I'm like, it's a Resident Evil movie, though. I mean, those were always kind of just like fun movies, right? Like, what are we judging it on? I don't know. Found Nicolas Cage's Vampire at DVD for $1 Tree. I know, Joe. A lot of people have been finding it there, so I'm glad you found it. It is getting a Blu-ray from MVD, and I do recommend upgrading because it's an amazing movie. Want to be Red's a big steak guy too. I bet you are with them guns you got, son. JC Simpson, hey now. What's up, Christian? I'm thinking of getting a Lament configuration from Etsy since you made me a huge fan of the Hellraiser trilogy. Check this out. My first year at Texas Frightmare, we went and got our Lament configuration autographed by Doug Bradley. Look at that. You summoned the box, and we came. Now you must come with us. Let me tell you something, JC. Hellraiser 2 is probably one of the greatest sequels I've ever seen. And I'm not kidding. Hellraiser 3 is amazing, especially because I really love the statue thing that Pinhead is in. That's a cool layer for the character. And he's also more, this is where Hellraiser really becomes sinister. And he's out for his own, Pinhead is out for his own needs and wants in 3, right? That one's great. And I love the club vibe and Armored freaking Saint. If you're into good music, you know who Armored Saint is. John Bush is one of the greatest heavy metal vocalists of all time. Please write this down if you're listening to this right now and you're not familiar. Armored Saint. ARMOURED is how they spell it. Armored Saint. John Bush is the singer. He then went and replaced the singer for Anthrax for a couple albums and did a couple albums with Anthrax, which are phenomenal records. But Armored Saint, they did a song called Hanging Judge. They perform in the movie at the club. Listen to that record. Listen to that vocals. John Bush is a god, one of the greatest ever. Sorry, moving on. Did you ever watch the TV series, both old and new? The V TV series? No, I've never watched V. Would you ever get a Ghoulies 3 poster as well, Austin? I don't think I would ever get a Ghoulies 3 poster, but you know what? Never say never in this room. I can tell you that right now. Watching any Leprechauns this week. What's your favorite? What do you think of Origins? I don't think of Origins because it's really bad. I have not watched any Leprechaun this week. I watched Leprechaun last week, and I gotta say, I still think that Leprechaun Returns is at least top 3 or 4. Leprechaun Returns is such a good Halloween 2018. That movie is in the vein of the first movie. It really gets it right. We talk about Halloween 2018. Again, I hate bringing up Halloween, but it's just like, it's the relatable thing that you guys can all understand what I mean. A lot of people say that Halloween 2018 missed the mark of feeling like a continuation from the first film that we all know and love. Leprechaun Returns absolutely feels like it's in the vein of the first film that we all know and love. So Leprechaun Returns is such a great entry. And if you guys haven't seen it or revisited it since it was premiered on Sci-Fi, please do. Leprechaun Returns is so good. And the gentleman who replaced Warwick Davis is amazing. I mean, he was so good. So Leprechaun Returns is probably my second favorite at this point. It really is that good. Do you ever have single Puppet Master posters yet? I have 1, 2, and 3. And a mini 4, Austin. Anyone hear about the Sam Raimi produced horror flick Uma? I heard it's had like 0 promotion, yet drops this week. I have no idea about anything about that, Trev. The world is still waiting for the Arrow Uncle Jerry deluxe box set. New transfers, new commentaries, new interviews. We won't settle for less. Well, Arrow hasn't hit me up about it yet. What am I watching, guys? Somebody should know that. Okay. What's up, Daniel Shine from the Flesh Wound Features podcast and YouTube channel. Christian is excited for Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, boy, let's get it. I'm going live at 9 p.m. Do like they do on Twitch and send everyone over there when you're done. I think it's called a raid. We're raiding in here. I remember Boogie 298 having that funny Mountain Dew skit. Who drank my Mountain Dew? We're getting ready to go. I'm raiding in there. Oh, shit. I found Anchorman last week at Dollar Tree. Great movie. I have a LeMay configuration signed by Clive and most of the cast. Very nice. Honestly, the Multiverse Saga and the Sony Spider-Man spinoffs are the only Marvel things I'm looking forward to these days. How did you first see the first 4 Hellraiser films? What's the story on that? What's the story on that is when I got back, when I really started buying a bunch of horror films, my brother took me to Movie Gallery, which was going out of business at the time, and we bought Hellraiser 1 there, and we watched it together, and we literally thought this is probably the greatest movie we've ever seen. I mean, I remember when we first saw Hellraiser together for the first time, we legitimately thought it was the greatest thing we'd ever seen in our life. So I went to FYE and I found Hellraiser 2. And I remember when I got Hellraiser 3, I was like, why is this Paramount? Huh? Why is this from Paramount? They weren't on Paramount. Why is Hellraiser 3 Paramount? And I still don't know how that came to fruition. How did Hellraiser go to Paramount after, what was it, New World for the first 2? And I just remember finding that weird when I bought the DVD for 3. Then I bought the DVD for 4. I bought the DVDs for all of them, right? But I remember we just watched them. I watched them all probably within 2 weeks' time of buying them. And Hellraiser 2 was one of the only movies that was as disgusting in my head that it was on screen. That's the only thing. Like, Hellraiser 1 is a great film. I love it to death. But when you see that artwork, the stuff you conjure up in your head is deadly. Deadly. At least for me. The stuff I conjure up in my head for Hellraiser was deadly, okay? And the film didn't exactly get to that point, but the film was still amazing. Hellraiser 2 actually surpassed what I had in my head. That's how good Hellraiser 2 is. It's such a good movie. Hellraiser 3 is like, somebody was saying, Trev Tom says, Hellraiser 3 is my spirit animal. Totally agree. Hellraiser 3 is like where Pinhead starts to become out. He goes out on his own, and he's not worried about nobody else. He wants what he wants. And I love Hellraiser 3, and the music is so good. I mean, do I need to say again, Armored Frickin' Saint? I'm going to stop. But that's the story. Ghost Dog, hey now. 499 Super Chat. Hey, dude, just wanted to thank you for recommending Cyborg, my favorite Jean-Claude flick now. Love your channel and the podcast, brother. Thank you, Ghost Dog. I really appreciate that. I'm so glad you're a fan of Cyborg. Talk about, we talk about Canon Pictures. We talk about the best movies made by those legendary producers that just got the job done. And those guys gave Jean-Claude Van Damme a shot with Bloodsport. He was a nobody. He was a nothing. He had done a little bit here. He had done a little bit there. But ultimately, Van Damme got his big break because of Canon Films, Ghost Dog. So the reason you love that movie and the reason you are able to experience that film is because two guys who were renegades in the movie business, two guys who marched to the beat of their own drum, two guys that fought against the big studios, took a chance on people like Jean-Claude Van Damme and made those kinds of films. So cheers to new Canon Pictures. Cheers to Canon Films. Thank you so much, Ghost Dog. Mikey, Real Fifth Beetle. Hey now. I have the Hellraiser 3 soundtrack, but it's missing Hanging Judge for some reason. That's criminal. Absolutely criminal. Hell yeah, I'll check out Armored Saint. The sign box by Doug Bradley looks killer. Good deal. I hope one of these boutique labels gets together with Kevin Yeager, does director's cut of Bloodline. Don't you mean Alan Smithy, Trev Tom? Yeah, I don't know why he didn't take credit for that movie. Christian, you got to check out V. You talking about the show with Robert Englund, Garrett? Is that what you're referring to? V? Did they reboot it? Or are you talking about like the old show V? Dalton, what's up? Oranges is the only film in the franchise I didn't get any enjoyment out of. Yeah, me too. Me too. Final chapter. Let me catch up to the chat, guys. I'm so far behind. Boogie 2988. Hellraiser 4 is my favorite. Pinhead is a badass, but the Doctor from Part 2 is the baddest cinematic of all time. Greg Phillips, that's an argument right there. Okay, I'm at the bottom of the chat, guys. How would you rank the Scream movies? I would rank the Scream movies at this point in time 1, 5, 2, 4, 3. Probably how I would do it. 1, 5, because I really like 5. 1, 5, 2, 4, and then 3. If I had to, maybe 1, 2, 5 or 1, 5, 2. I really like 5. When I rewatch it again, I'll be able to tell. But at this time, that's where I'll go. I don't know. Nothing like a good old Pepsi. Van Damme was merely a lower paid stuntman when he started out, and he was originally Predator before they replaced him. Well, he was that invisible thing too, right? And he was upset that he wasn't actually in the movie. I remember that. I'm waiting on a lot of posters. That's for the info on poster site. Let's see. The old Predator design was hideous. Who was your favorite character in the new Scream? That's a good question. I would favorite character in the new Scream. Ultimately, I really loved Dewey. And I talked about this when I reviewed the movie. I really loved that Dewey was grown up. And I really loved that he seemed very mature. And I really liked his character. Taking away the old school characters aside, I think I like the boyfriend. I love how he was like, "Oh, let me watch these movies on Netflix and stuff." I just thought he was charming. I thought he was pretty good. And I mean, I really went into that film not expecting to like it because I'm not a big Scream fanatic. I'm just not. I think the first movie's good. I get shit for this, but I don't really care. What do I care? What are you guys gonna do? Call me a dummy? Like, I think the first Scream movie is really good, and I think the rest are all right. I mean, but that being said, I went into 5 like I want to like this, and I'm not gonna act like I want to dislike it or act like it's gonna be bad. I'm just gonna watch this movie. I don't think about that kind of shit no more. Like, I really want to like this. I really try to I bought the ticket. I'm watching a movie, right? I liked that movie a lot, though. I thought it was energetic. I thought it was gory. I thought it was entertaining. I thought it was fun. I mean, I don't know what the hell else to say, really. But I like Dewey a lot, and I like the boyfriend. I thought the boyfriend was good. He was fairly unsuspecting. And even though the twists and stuff are really, really not like a massive stretch, but like they really lucked out with the way everything played out. You know, it's a movie, so who gives a rat's ass at the end of the day? But like, I thought the boyfriend was fun. Yeah. Van Damme was in Breakin', first movie, Venice Beach scene. You're right, David. Oh my God. Rewatching Scream 5 is The last act is still great. 0070. You like the Mexican chick? If you could reenact any scene from a horror movie with the original cast today, what scene would it be? Reenact any scene from a horror movie with the original cast today. What scene would it be? Oh man, that's a great question. I would probably want to do that is a good question. I want to be a part of history. Like, I really want to be a part of history. I want to be, you know, son of a bitch. I'm trying to answer that. I'd have to be a punk from Return of the Living Dead. Lame answer, I know, but like I'd have to be a punk. What would my character name be in Return of the Living Dead, guys? I need you to answer me that. What would my character name be? Could I be CHH in there, or is that not punk enough? And what would my costume look like? I think I'd have to be the denim punk, right? I'd be the denim punk. Yeah. Yeah, let's go with that. Which Tommy Doyle do you like better? Asks Joe. Do you like Paul or Anthony? I'm gonna have to go with part 6 all day long. All day long. Tragedy Girls, which is also a great little slasher. You should check it out. Okay, will do. I'm of the same opinion in you. The Scream movies, mind you, I'm not a genre fan. I enjoy lots of movies from any genre. I love Scream, but I prefer I Know What You Did Last Summer and Valentine. Love Scream 1 through 4, and I was disappointed with Scream 5. Best way to put it was I felt the same as I did leaving Chainsaw 3D, which was they just did things for the sake of a good twist. I can understand that, Cat Drums. I am a person that loves Chainsaw 3D. I think on the podcast I referred to Chainsaw 3D as a Hostess cupcake or a pack of zingers. It's garbage, bad food for you, but it tastes so good. What can I say? I've only seen the first 3 Screams. TCM4, the dinner scene, easily. That's where you would want to be. Jenny Ortega is a good actress and sexy. Part 5 chocolate scene. That's a good one. Your name would be Louisiana. That'd be my name in the movie. Okay. You'd win Derek Mears, Jason, or James Shude, Michael. Derek Mears, Jason, Dalton. Don't play games with me. James Shude is strong, but come on, Derek freaking Mears. He's a monster. Best and worst theater experience. Best theater experience was definitely Paranormal Activity. People running out of the theater, my friends and everybody around me having a good time screaming and yelling. That was really fun. Worst theater experience was probably Green Lantern. I took my girlfriend out on a date to go see that movie, and she didn't tell me that she was bringing her friend, and then the friend didn't have any money, so I had to pay for her ticket too. And it was like, I think it's the guy that's now a big star. He's like I think he's the Deadpool guy. Oh, that movie I just hated it. I thought it was so stupid. I hate to say it. I just did, man. Green Lantern. I remember that movie, and I was just like, oh, God. And then I had to buy the popcorn. I had to buy the sodas. Oh, it cost me like $60 when it was all said and done, and I just wasted my money. Yeah, it's Green Lantern, probably. Recently imported the U.S. Blu-ray of Halloween 3. If you live in the U.K., avoid the DVD of that film like the plague. It's heavily cut and in the wrong aspect ratio. I'm not getting it. What are some releases you were looking forward to? I don't know, Trevor. That's a good question. I don't know what else is coming. Oh, Hard Rock Zombies is coming my way. Yeah. So I got that coming. Your Name is Hannah in Return of the Living Dead. The one I got was Universal copy since I think the Scream Factory copy is region locked. I thought the killers in Scream 5 were super obvious. Well, Joe, you're probably just like, and I'm not saying this sarcastically, like, dude, I am a sucker. You're probably just a hell of a lot smarter than me when you watch those kinds of movies. Like, I'm never somebody that guesses killers. I'm not. Apparently everybody else is, but I'm just shitty at it. I never can guess it. I get a sense, but like I don't pick up on the little stuff like the boyfriend and then I think it was the Asian girl who kind of looked at each other like mean for a second in the hospital scene. I didn't pick up on any of that shit. So I'm always the last to figure stuff out. I just am. Do you think Chrome Ghostface is a reference to Jason Goes to Hell Chrome mask? That'd be cool, but probably not, Amity. But then again, what the hell do I know? Ryan Reynolds plays Deadpool. DVD and film blog to agree with that. View kids movie. They really favorite Cornetto trilogy film. What the hell is Cornetto? What are you talking about, Mikey? Cornetto trilogy. Oh, these guys. Oh, dude, without question. I've seen these. Without question, it's Hot Fuzz. Are you kidding me? Hot Fuzz was like this movie that me and my friends would rent from Blockbuster, and we just we would watch it so much. It was literally one of the funniest movies we'd ever seen. Ever. Hot Fuzz is amazing. Hot Fuzz blows the crap out of the other two, in my opinion. Shaun of the Dead is Shaun of the Dead. It's got its fan base. I'm not a massive fan. I think it's good, but Hot Fuzz is undeniable. It's undeniable. Yeah. Just picked up Prince of Darkness on 4K, Mark Allen. Very nice. You know, Prince of Darkness. Let me tell you something, Mark Allen. Prince of Darkness is easily my top 5 John Carpenter flicks. I think it's as good as it gets from Johnny. Let's do my top 5 John Carpenter flicks right now. Are you guys ready for my top 5 John Carpenter flicks? Let's do it. Number 1, John Carpenter's. Of course, John Carpenter's. Who else is it going to be? Number 1 is The Thing. Absolutely The Thing. Absolutely The Thing. Number 2, I guess I got to go Halloween. Yeah, I'll go Halloween. I'll go Halloween, but it's leaps and bounds. Number 1 is The Thing. Number 3, I'm going to throw Prince of Darkness right there. Right there. Prince of Darkness is probably my 3rd favorite. I think it's amazing. Number 4, I'm probably going to go In the Mouth of Madness. I think that movie is just damn good. It's like an H.P. Lovecraft type movie that Johnny did a great job on. Number 5, I'm probably going to chalk it up to number 5, man. Let's see. Number 5 for Johnny, I'm going to have to, pound for pound, guys, I'm going to have to give it up to They Live. I mean, really, They Live is the real deal when you think about it. I think They Live is just all that in a bag of chips. Then I'd probably have The Fog right after it. Fog is such a charming, good little ghost film. I mean, The Fog is so charming. But Prince of Darkness to me is the real deal. I think it's that good. So it's got to be my number 3. Where do you guys have Prince of Darkness in your ranking? I love Prince of Darkness. Let me get a sip of this old Pepsi. Yeah, guys, Hot Fuzz is amazing. Hot Fuzz is so fucking, it's so funny. I can't help myself. What do you think about the John Carpenter's The Trilogy, The Shape, The Fog, and The Thing? Yeah. I great. Favorite old school Anchor Bay release, pick 3. Actually, look what somebody sent me. Oh my God. So I always wanted to see this movie. Somebody actually sent me Cheerleader Camp. So now I can actually watch this. This is a Anchor Bay. Oh, here's another Anchor Bay. All right, guys. If you're into Anchor Bay, this is one of the most sought-after Anchor Bay releases. One of the most sought-after. Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys. This was a sci-fi movie that Anchor Bay put out. I got it for $4.15, and this thing is like pricey. This is one of the best ever. It's even got the card in here. So this movie is the real deal. Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys and Cheerleader Camp, man. That's the real freaking deal. Prince of Darkness is on my watch list. I need to find the time to. DVD and film bloke, do me a favor. Find the time. Find the time. In the Mouth of Madness is top 3 for Ben Grimm. Dalton says The Thing, In the Mouth of Madness, The Fog, Village of the Damned, Prince of Darkness. Look at Dalton. He don't even have Halloween in there. I respect the hell out of that. Oh, Big Trouble in Little China, DVD and film bloke. Crap. I forgot about Big Trouble in Little China. Oh. Dude, that could knock out They Live. I mean, it really could. No, I tell you what, I'm going to put Big Trouble at 6. I'm going to put Big Trouble at 6. Big Trouble is so entertaining. It's not even funny. But I'm gonna stay firm at Prince of Darkness being my number 3. I'm gonna stay firm right there. Thoughts on Frailty and how and would you have listened to your father and destroyed the demons? Frailty is probably one of the best movies ever, Anthony, especially from this era. It's one of the best Bill Paxton movies. I think Frailty is absolutely the real deal. I don't know how to answer that, man. Especially if I was a kid, that'd be a very difficult thing to think about. I will say that though, that movie is damn good. Probably way ahead of its time, quite frankly. Hey Nico, how you doing, Nico? Favorite Good Times the DVD release? Good Times, I guess Halloween. It's the only ones I have. My Halloween 2. The girl's murder in Precinct 13 is one of the most shocking scenes in cinema. Precinct is good, Mikey. I wouldn't have it in my top 5 probably because I'm not familiar enough with it. Like I've only watched it a handful of times, but as opposed to a lot, and just being able to really make those other films be a part of my DNA. But I actually think that Precinct is a damn good movie. I wish they would have expounded the zipper mouth character in Nightbreed. He was a great horror villain. Dr. Decker. Yeah. Andrew L. I'm glad that's the guy. Thank you, Andrew. Andrew's the dude that hooked me up, man, with Cheerleader Camp. That is amazing. You're the man. Top 5 found footage movies. Let's see. Top 5 found footage movies. Poughkeepsie Tapes, Blair Witch Project. I certainly have to have. Somebody help me out, please, in the comments. Help me out. I'm forgetting the name. Okay, it's the movie where the haunted house camera team that have their show go to that asylum hospital thing, and they go in there and they're going to spend the night in there, and then when they get in there they try to leave, and then they finally bust the door down, and then they see that it's they can't get out. It's like they're stuck in the building. There's no exit. What is the name of that movie? That's number 3. Somebody please. Grave Encounters. Thank you. Grave Encounters. Grave Encounters is absolutely number 3. I think that movie is just damn good. Somebody mentions Lake Mungo. Big Tubby. How you doing, Big Tubby? Big Tubby, I would have to put Lake Mungo as 5, but my number 4 would probably be Hell House LLC. But Grave Encounters is the real deal, guys. I'm telling y'all, don't sleep on Grave Encounters. 2 is okay. I remember 2's not bad. But they really got it. They really got it. Is in the first Grave Encounters, man. So yeah. What's your opinion on Event Horizon? Cinnamon Roll Bowl. Good channel name. Cinnamon Roll Bowl. What is my opinion on Event Horizon? I think it's great. I think it's one of those movies that it's a shame. I still don't feel like it found its audience when Scream Factory put that release out, and I think it has a lot to do with the name. The name is very unsuspecting. I saw Event Horizon one night at a pure boredom on Netflix, and I was just like, Sam Neill. Ugh. I used to not be a big Sam Neill fan. I didn't dislike him. I just saw him as that guy that just did big Hollywood movies that were kind of limp and lifeless, which is so untrue when you think about it. Sam Neill has done some of the most insane horror movies ever, like Possession, and he did a great movie with John Carpenter called Memoirs of an Invisible Man. He did In the Mouth of Madness, and he did Event Horizon. So the irony was I was totally off about Sam Neill, but I finally watched it, and then like about 40 minutes into the movie, I was like, what the hell is this? I think it's an amazing movie, Cinnamon Roll Bowl. Have you heard Ghost's new album? Yes, Stephen LaPierre, I have. It's good. It's a Ghost album, but Melioria is still the GOAT. I want him to top that album one day, Yeah. Have you ever seen Behind the Mask? The Rise of Leslie Vernon? Oh, yeah, I've reviewed it. Cinnamon Roll Bowl. Great movie. Dying Breed. Good evening, CHH, and hello, YouTube. It's your favorite American local truck driver checking in from Florida. Yeah. Big Tubby, my man, CHH, I agree about LLC was banging. I'm going to bed now since I have to be up in the morning. It's midnight in the UK, so good night. Good night, DVD and Film Bloke. Peace. Take care. Have you ever seen Demon's Rook? I don't think I have, Stephen LaPierre. That doesn't ring a bell off memory. As Above, So Below is a movie I think is underappreciated. I bought As Above, So Below, and I've really lightened up on that film. I still don't think it's that big of a deal, but I respect that you like it a lot. Of course, I do. It's just not my favorite. You know what I mean? I think that's fair, right? It's not my favorite, Big Tubby. But I don't think it's bad by any stretch. I think that there's a lot others that have a lot more to offer in the found footage genre. That's all. I first saw Event Horizon on VHS. Saw Event Horizon before it left HBO Max. Not bad. People shit on Paul Anderson too much. How about the St. Francisville Experiment? Greg, I haven't seen that, but that sounds like it's a Louisiana type movie, right? I'll have to check that out. The St. Francisville Experiment. Just watched Memoirs of an Invisible Man. I'm on a John Carpenter kick. Very good. I love that movie. I wasn't expecting the hell thing in Event Horizon. I thought it was going to be the same alien force, judging by the trailers. I think a lot of people did, which is probably part of the misconception about why a lot of people don't want to watch that movie. Is there a Halloween series comparable to CLM and NSA that is over to 4 to 7 hours long? Documentary, I mean. CLM and NSA. Remind me what you mean by that, Nuclear. Remind me what you mean by that. CLM and NSA. I'm racking my brain. Crystal Lake Memories and Never Sleep Again. What am I thinking? I'm such an idiot. That lengthwise, no, but certainly watch More Brains, because it's the real deal. And I'm trying to think what else there is. There's a Pet Sematary documentary that's really, really good. I have it. What the hell is it called? There's a Pet Sematary documentary that Synapse put out on Blu-ray that is really good, but I can't remember the damn name of it. I mean, everybody's in it too. It's probably an hour and a half. Mary Lambert's in it. Just Desserts, the Creepshow doc. Yeah, Big Tubby, the Creepshow doc is great. There's a lot of good ones, man. There is a lot of good ones. But in terms of 4 and 5 hours, I mean, those are going to be two that, Leviathan, the making of the first Hellraiser movies, is the real deal. Oh, man, those are so good. Doug Brelly talked about how inexperienced Clive Barker was when he showed up on the set of the first one. He said that Clive Barker showed up on the set as the director and said, okay, so who's in charge around here? I mean, talk about inexperience. But hey, he got it done. But I think he had a good crew too. If you had the space and you had your pick between the Transformation Chamber and Brundlefly from The Fly, the Canister and Tarman from Return of the Living Dead, The Crate, and Fluffy from Creepshow, what's your pick? Damn, Joe Cool. Solid question. I gotta say, the pods from The Fly are pretty freaking amazing looking. That would be cool to have in the house. The Tarman barrel and all would be sick too, but it'd have to be able to light up and I could see the zombie close to the glass. But honestly, I think I'd go with the Fly with the pod. Oh man, I don't need Fluffy. I'll pass on Fluffy. I'd rather have the dead dad from Father's Day. But I got to go with the pod, man. That pod, I mean, you guys can understand that pod is amazing. Those things are so creepy looking. What does Gina Davis call them? Designer phone booths. Which that's funny. Designer phone booths. Hellraiser is probably his best movie, but his other two seem just as good. I don't know. What are you talking about? Clive Barker's other movies. What else did he direct? He did what's that movie from the 90s that I like a lot? Son of a bitch. It's from like 95. I love it. I can't remember a goddamn thing today, guys. Somebody tell me the name of this freaking movie. It went out of print from Scream Factory, and everybody was freaking out when it had been out for a while. Oh my god, let me get this. Nightbreed and son of a bitch. Lord of Illusion. Yeah, Lord of Illusion. I love Lord of Illusion. Lord of Illusions was a good movie, man. I remember I bought that from Scream Factory just on I went on Amazon and I was like Scream Factory Blu-ray. just seeing what they had, and I saw Clive Barker's Lord of Illusions, and I was like, how the hell have I not heard about this? This is probably like 2016. So I'm like, let me go ahead and grab that. And I got it, and I was like, that was a good movie. I liked it. So Lord of Illusions is the real deal. Thank you guys. I'm so forgetful today. I'm so hyped to finally watch Return of the Living Dead. Found a German Steelbook 2-disc Blu-ray recently. It's gorgeous. Oh, I'm so jealous. I want that so bad. I want any kind of release I can get of Return of the Living Dead. Anyone know if he only produced Books of Blood on Hulu? Awesome 50. Hey, Christian. Hey, now. Love your channel. A rare chance to watch you live. Gone midnight in the UK. Well, hey, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. The St. I saw a lot of people's Dan was saying you'll like the Francisville Experiment. Dan said he's got some documentary news soon. That's cool. The St. Francisville Experiment is a found footage film trying to capitalize on the success of the Blair Witch Project. A ghost hunting team goes in to investigate a haunted house. Sounds good. I remember watching this movie that came out from the early 2000s called The Collingswood Experiment, or The Collingswood Story or something. Oh, that was awful. Jesus, that was the most boring thing I'd ever seen. I was so gutted because I got the Blu-ray for it. I thought it sounded so cool, and I remember getting it, and I watched it. I was like, this is the most boring thing I've ever seen in my life, ever. The Collingswood Story or something. Oh, nothing happens. Literally nothing happens. Anyway, hey Christian, love the channel. My deal art for a Nightmare box set would be to get the artist of the first 5 movies to let him do something original instead of doing what the Fridays did. Robert, I gotta say that's actually an idea I could get behind too. That'd be a great idea, quite frankly. Yeah. Do you think Phantasm 6 will happen despite not having Angus Scrimm? I don't know, Austin. That's a good question. Has Don talked about doing another one? Because it doesn't sound like that. Doesn't sound. I haven't heard him talk about it, but then again, I don't pay that much attention to Don Cascarelli these days. Maybe he has. I don't know. Without Angus Scrimm, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm sure he could cook something up, What are some other bad blind buy experiences for you? Well, is this a way for you to get me to mention a certain movie that starts with the letter H? I'm trying to think of something else. That was a blind buy that I was like, oh, I got another one. Scared Stiff. No. Is it called Scared Stiff? It's an Arrow release. Yeah, I think it's called Scared Stiff. Let me see. Let me look it up because that was, oh. That's my reaction when I watched that movie. Oh. Okay, yeah. Scared Stiff from Arrow. Awesome artwork on the cover. And I was like, can't wait to see it. I get the Arrow release for it. Literally nothing happens. And you just got to sit there until the last 10 minutes when finally a guy with a mask on does something. Ugh. That was probably one of the worst too. Liam Neeson as Angus. That's funny. If you could pick one horror scene to be your wake-up call alarm clock every day, what would it be? What horror soundtrack would your ideal daily wake-up call alarm be? Well, that's a question right there. Wake-up call alarm clock. Day of the Dead soundtrack, absolutely. I love it. What horror scene would be my wake-up call? Jesus Christ. How about Phantasm when the minion guys like throw their arms over little Michael Baldwin in the bed in that creepy dream sequence? Let's do that. People joke that Quentin Tarantino is starting to look like Angus Scrimm. That's funny. I could see it with that chin he's got. Here come the Hobgoblins comments. Vinegar Syndrome is the ultimate dice roll for me, blind buy wise. Yeah, but it's really cool that Vinegar Syndrome just does what they do, man. I mean, they roll out the red carpet for everything. That's really cool. Everything is a super collector's edition, Tarantino looks more like his vampire makeup from Dusk Till Dawn. I would like my wake up call to be Brad Dourif's speech in Exorcist 3. Jesus Christ. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the lightning round of the live stream. Lightning round. Ask whatever you want. We're going to do a super fast, crazy question and answers portion as we wind down this live stream with Christian Henna Horror. Lightning round time. It's time for the lightning round. All right, here we go. Lightning round. The Billy Zane Cowboy speech from Demon Knights as my alarm. That's a good one. Evil Dead ranking coming for Unita. Yeah, we probably need to do a Evil Dead episode. I can give you my ranking right now. No, I'll tell you what. I'll leave it alone. That's a good question, Tom. Let's do. We need to do an episode on Evil Dead. We'll probably do one after the new movie comes out, though. Evil Dead Rise. But yeah, you need an Evil Dead episode. We'll do an Evil Dead episode. Yeah. Zombie movies, says Andrew. Oh, have you checked out House at the Edge of the Park yet, Big Tubby? Not my Blu-ray. I've seen the movie. It's been a long time. It's funny. Something must have been screwed up about that disc because Severin sent me a replacement disc. So, rank the 1,000 Hellraiser movies. 2, 1, 3, Bloodlines, Part 7, Part 6, Part 8. Throw Revelations after that. I don't know. Evil Dead versus Scream franchise fight out with the new Evil Dead movie. Each franchise will have 5 movies. Robert, to me, it's not even close. Evil Dead wipes the floor with the Scream franchise. I find all those movies, even the remake, or the reboot, or whatever you want to call it, I find all those movies so innovative and so unique. Sam Raimi is a god, one of the greatest directors ever. He's got such a visual style. It's not even close. The Evil Dead movies to me are in a league of their own. I know you love soundtracks, Christian. What's your top 3 horror scores? I'd go with Omen 3, The Final Conflict, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, and Psycho. Top 3 scores? Oh my God. Son of a bitch. Top 3 scores. Damn it, that's a tough ass question. If we're going actual scores made for movies, I'm gonna say Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 is one of them. Day of the Dead. And I'd probably give it to Halloween 3 myself. What the hell, Roy? What did you do with Christian? Class of 84 or 89? Great question, David Alvarez. I got to go with class of 1984. Nightmare 4, Friday 4, Big Tubby S. Nightmare 4 will lose to Friday 4. Got to go with Friday 4. Friday 4 is one of the best slasher films ever made. The It podcast was great, and I had fun listening to it. Thank you so much. We got 1 minute left. Crazy questions. Christian, been watching you since your Laserdisc reviews 9 years ago. Keep rocking, yo. Holy shit. That's a long time, Greg. That's a long time. How you doing, Off the Grill podcast? Return of the Living Dead 1 score still hasn't been released. Damn. You could do a Final Destination ranking. I like those movies, man. I really like Final Destination. Whichever one that is. Is that 5 or 4? I forgot. It's just called Final Destination. Halloween versus Nightmare franchise. Only one can walk away. That would be a fun, unique episode. Oh, that'd be deadly. Would you buy Return of the Living Dead underwear if it existed? What the hell kind of question is that? That's a great question. The answer is yes, I would. I would absolutely buy Return of the Living Dead underwear. So, Laserdisc or DVD? I'm going to go with Laserdisc, Awesome 50. Best Giallo director, not named Argento. Who's that guy? Sergio? Durkal? Is it Sergio Martino? Something like that. Final Destination is 4. Yeah, that's the real deal. All right, guys, I love you. We have hit the hour mark. It's time to part ways and say goodbye. You guys have been amazing. You guys have been lovely. Thank you for making this hour fun. Have a Pepsi on me, a Diet Pepsi at that, if that's your drink of choice. Have a great Wednesday night. We'll see you guys tomorrow when we talk about Rob Zombies, The Devil's Rejects, tomorrow on Christian Henna Horror. Christian Henna Horror. Have a good week. Have a good night, everybody. Everybody have a great day tomorrow, and you'll see me tomorrow. I love you guys. Take care, and have a good one. Good night.